Welcome back to Cozy English Podcast.
Hi, everyone. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Yes, we are. So, Melody, let me ask you a question. Do you know how to invite someone to a party in English?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think I do, but there are so many ways, right? Some are very casual and some are more formal.
Exactly. And what about when you are at the party? Do you know what to say to new people?
Small talk, that can be a little scary sometimes, but it's also a great way to make new friends.
Right? I personally love parties. I'm an extrovert, so I like meeting new people and catching up with old friends. What about you?
Me too. I love a good get-together, whether it's a big birthday celebration or just a small gathering with a few close friends.
A get-together and a gathering. Those are both great, friendly words for a party. Well, that's perfect because today we're learning English for parties and invitations.
That's right. We will teach you how to invite someone, how to reply to an invitation, and what to say when you're at the party. It's going to be a very useful episode.
So let's get started.
Okay, let's begin with our vocabulary warm-up. We'll start with phrases for inviting someone to a party. Avery, how would you invite me to a party?
Well, a really common and polite way is to ask, would you like to come to my party?
Would you like to is always a nice, gentle way to invite someone.
Exactly. If you want to be a bit more direct and casual, you could say, I'm having a party on Saturday. Can you come?
I like that one. It's clear and friendly. Another good phrase is to first check if they are available. You could ask, are you free this weekend?
Oh, that's a great one. If they say yes, then you can invite them. It's a nice, low-pressure way to do it.
Exactly. So those are three great ways to invite someone. Now, what about responding? What if you want to say yes?
What about for a more formal event, like a wedding or a big company party? If you want to accept the invitation, you can say something like, that sounds great, or that sounds fun.
And you could add, I'd love to come. That's very warm and friendly.
Right. So you could say, that sounds great. I'd love to come. What time should I be there?
Perfect. But what if you can't go? It's important to be polite when you say no.
Very important. A simple and polite way to decline is, sorry, I can't make it.
Yes, and it's often nice to give a simple reason. For example, oh, I'm so sorry I can't make it. I already have plans.
That's perfect. It's polite and shows you appreciate the invitation even if you can't go. You could also say, I'd love to, but I'm busy.
Okay, one last category of phrases for our warm-up. Congratulations! Many parties are for special occasions.
Right. The most common one is probably for a birthday. You just walk up to the person and say, happy birthday.
Simple and perfect. And for other events like a graduation, a new job, or an engagement, you can say congratulations.
Yep. Congratulations works for almost any happy achievement. So that was a great warm-up. We have phrases for inviting, responding, and congratulating.
I think we're ready to see them in action.
Okay, it's time for our first role-play scene. In this scene, I'm going to invite Melody to a party. We'll do it 2 times. First, she will accept the invitation. Ready, Melody?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Hey, Melody, how are you doing?
Hey, Avery. I'm doing great. Thanks. How about you?
I'm fantastic. Listen, I'm having a small party at my place this Friday night to celebrate the start of summer. Would you like to come?
A summer party. That sounds great. I'd love to come. What time does it start?
Around 7 p.m. It's just going to be very casual, some music, some snacks.
Perfect. I'll be there. Should I bring anything?
Just yourself. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Me too. See you on Friday.
And scene. Okay, so that was an example of accepting an invitation.
Right. You heard me say, that sounds great, and I'd love to come. I also asked questions to get more information, like, what time does it start?
And it's also very common and polite to ask, should I bring anything?
Now let's try another role play. This time, I am going to politely decline the invitation.
Okay, I'll invite you again. Let's go. Hey, Melody, how are you doing?
Hey, Avery. I'm doing great, thanks. How about you?
I'm fantastic. Listen, I'm having a small party at my place this Friday night to celebrate the start of summer. Would you like to come?
Oh, a party sounds so fun. I'd love to, but I'm afraid I can't make it. I'm visiting my parents this weekend.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, say hi to them for me. We'll have to catch up another time.
Definitely. Thanks so much for the invitation, though. I hope you have a great time.
Thanks, Melody.
And scene. See how that worked? I started by saying something positive, like, a party sounds so fun.
Right, that shows you appreciate being asked. Then you said, I'd love to, but, which is a very soft and polite way to say no.
Exactly. And I gave a real, simple reason. I'm visiting my parents. You don't need a long story. Just a simple reason is fine.
And you finish by saying, thanks so much for the invitation. That's a wonderful touch. It ends the conversation on a positive, friendly note.
So that's how you can invite someone and how you can accept or decline. I think we're ready to go to the party now. Welcome to our second roleplay scene. Now imagine we have arrived at Avery's party. We are going to pretend we don't know each other and show you some typical small talk.
Okay, so in this scene, I'm the host of the party. Melody is a guest who is a friend of a friend. Let's begin. Hi there, I'm Avery. Thanks for coming to my party. I don't think we've met.
Hi, Avery. I'm Melody. It's nice to meet you. This is a really nice party.
Thanks, I'm glad you could make it. So, how do you know Sarah?
Oh, Sarah and I work together. We're on the same team.
Oh, cool. I've known Sarah since college. So, Melody, what do you do?
I'm a graphic designer. I mostly design websites for small businesses.
That sounds interesting. By the way, I love your jacket. That color is great.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, it was great to meet you, Avery. I'm gonna go find Sarah.
You too, Melody. Enjoy the party.
And scene. That was a typical, short, and friendly conversation you might have at a party.
Yeah, let's look at the questions we used. First, I asked, how do you know Sarah? But you can replace Sarah with the host name. How do you know the host? This is a perfect question to start a conversation.
It really is. Another great conversation starter is just to give a compliment. I said, "This is a really nice party." People love to hear that.
Right. Then I asked a very common small talk question. What do you do? This means, what is your job?
And you should be ready with a simple one-sentence answer. I said, "I'm a graphic designer."
And just like you said, giving a compliment is always a great idea. I complimented your jacket. You can compliment someone's shirt, their shoes, their smile. It's a kind way to connect.
Yes, and finally, it's okay for conversations to be short. I ended it politely by saying, well, it was great to meet you. That is a perfect way to end a conversation and move on.
Exactly. Small talk doesn't have to be long. Just a few minutes of friendly chatting is great. Okay, on to our final roleplay scene. This one is about giving congratulations at a party.
Right. Sometimes a party is for a specific reason, like a birthday or a promotion. So let's practice what to say.
For the first scenario, let's pretend it's Melody's birthday party. I've just arrived. Melody, happy birthday! This looks amazing.
Avery, thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad you're here.
Of course, I brought you a little something.
Oh, you didn't have to. That is so sweet of you. Thank you.
And scene. See, very simple. Happy birthday is the most important phrase.
Right, and as the host, it's important to say thank you for coming.
Now let's try a different situation. Let's say we're at a friend's party and Melody heard that I got a new job.
Hey, Avery, I was just talking to Sam and he told me you got a new job. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, Melody. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I start on Monday.
That's wonderful news. We should celebrate.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
And scene. As you can see, congratulations is the key word. It's a great word to know and use.
It is. It shows you are happy for someone's good news. And it's another great way to start a conversation at a party.
Okay, you have learned so many useful phrases today. Now it's your turn to practice speaking.
That's right. We will say a phrase and we will leave a pause. Please repeat the phrase out loud in the pause. It's the best way to improve your pronunciation and confidence.
Ready? Let's start with invitations.
Would you like to come to my party?
I'm having a party.
Are you free this weekend?
Great. Now let's practice accepting an invitation.
That sounds great.
I'd love to come.
Now practice declining politely.
Sorry, I can't make it.
I'd love to, but I'm busy.
Okay, let's practice small talk phrases for at the party.
How do you know the host?
This is a nice party.
What do you do?
And finally, let's practice giving congratulations.
Happy birthday!
Congratulations.
Fantastic job, everyone. Practice makes perfect.
That brings us to the end of our episode. You did an amazing job today.
You really did. Let's do a quick recap. We learned how to invite someone to a party using phrases like, would you like to come?
We learned how to accept with I'd love to come and decline politely with sorry, I can't make it.
And we learned key small talk questions for the party, like how do you know the host and what do you do?
So for your homework this week, we have a question for you. Imagine we invited you to a party next Saturday. In the comments, write your response. Would you accept this invitation or would you decline?
Yes, please let us know. We love reading your comments. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with a friend who's also learning English.
It really helps our podcast grow. Thank you all so much for listening to Cozy English Podcast.
Until next time, keep practicing.
Bye for now.